Okay, you guys, we're going to have a lag here on this, and I'm sorry about it. And then the starter game, I don't know. Let me see if I can take that off. Yeah, I don't think I can take that off. So I'm sorry about that. Um, I'll have to figure out how to take that off. Okay, so this will be a lag, and I'm sorry about that. So I'll get to your chat messages when I get a chance. I wanted to just to share a story with you, even though we're in a lag here. Um, I'm just trying to figure out how to do best with this live. So um, without going on my phone, but maybe next time we'll go on the phone. So today's story is going to be about in the video today that I shared. It was about Caroline, and in all the videos I've made in the past is pretty much about how she takes care of us, she takes care of me, and how she does that so well. Well, I want to tell a story today for this live chat, which will be approximately 1 hour. I'll tell the story, and then after the story, we'll just go into the chat. You guys can talk about whatever you want. You could talk about the channel. You could talk about recommendations. You can ask me questions or tell me about yourself. So, how did I take care of Caroline in Cebu? Well, we got together in 2011, and by 2012, Caroline was pregnant with our daughter, Zanea. And so she had gotten pregnant and she was having a rough time at the beginning. And she asked me to get her food. And she was kind of bedbound for a while. So I I walked into Cebu. We lived in Apas in Cebu, which is about, we didn't have any vehicle or anything during that time. It's about I don't know, about a 15-minute walk where we lived in Apas, maybe a little longer. We lived up on a mountain, and I walked down the mountain and then directly into Cebu by the call centers when it was truly a province. There wasn't all the buildings that there are now, and it was really nice to me at that time. So anyway, I was looking around what I could get her, and I stopped into McDonald's across the street from the at that time it was Convergy's call center. And I walked into McDonald's and I looked at the menu, and I didn't really know Cebu that well. I didn't know the Philippines that well and the food choices. I just knew that Filipinos ate a lot of rice. And so I thought, what would a pregnant Filipino woman that I care about, what could I get her? So I bought her like a hamburger or something like that with rice. And then I saw on the menu they had ice cream, and they had these chocolate sundaes, and they just had a big scoop of ice cream. And I know if you guys have had that before, I'm sure most of you have had, I don't know if they make the sundaes the same as they did back then, but it was a really big scoop of ice cream, and then the foam came up and it pointed like a half a crescent moon. It looked very delicious. So they covered it and taped it, and then I brought it back to Caroline. I took the long trek back up the mountain, and then brought her the food. And she ate the food, and but she really enjoyed the ice cream, and she liked the fudge, like kind of like a chocolatey fudge. And the vanilla ice cream is the kind I got her. She really enjoyed that. And so she asked me the next day if I could get her that same ice cream. She didn't want anything else. So what happened was I made it a daily routine where I would just, without her asking, I would just go and buy her the ice cream that she really liked and enjoyed and bring it back to her every day. And so a few years passed after she had our daughter Zanea. And actually, during the pregnancy, I was there. But the last month of the pregnancy, I had to go to America to work because we needed funds very badly, desperately. And also, when she was giving birth, we needed to pay for that. So um, I went back to America for a year and I didn't get to see my daughter, Zanea, born. And the other children, I got to see them born, but Zanea wasn't there. And that one, it was really sad. I couldn't be there. But I know a lot of Filipinos experience that. Overseas workers, people that have been in the America for so many years. For me, I just went back a few times for a year. I couldn't handle it more than that. I need to see my family, and I was able to send back enough funds. But when I was in America, Caroline would talk about that missing the ice cream, and she really liked that so much. And I didn't really do much for her, but she really was grateful for those ice creams. So that's she talks about that to this day, and she thinks I really took good care of her. I really didn't do much. I just went and got the ice cream. So that's that story, and we ended up coming to the link actually to the I think the link in this live is actually different than the new video that came out. If you guys haven't watched the new video, it came out today at 9 a.m. and just give that a shot. It's the best video I feel like I've ever made, and I put a lot of heart into that, a lot of emotion. Um, I just hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it's worthy for you guys to view. I want to thank Dick Coultier, Mr. Golden Sound, and Josh Sapolina. They subscribed today before this live stream even started. And so I appreciate you guys doing that. And I just started live streaming yesterday. So we'll get this down so it's not as laggy and we'll figure out something that will work for this. And then I'm sure we'll get more viewers as we grow the channel. I'm going to be doing live streams weekly on Saturdays, and I don't know, anytime between 8 in the morning and 11 a.m., but I'm shooting for the later time. So be on the lookout for the live streams, and I will definitely alert you like I did this time before the live stream. Hey, you guys, leave a message in the chat, and I'd love to. Oh, Joey already left me. Or I see that. I think the. Let me see if the chats will come up here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Alert boxes. Okay, let me answer you there, Joey. I appreciate that. Congratulations on your YouTube growth. Wow. Thank you so much, Joey. I really appreciate that. Without the community, I couldn't have had this growth. I think we haven't even been around 7 months yet, and we're halfway to 14,000. I mean, we're 13.5, I believe. Last I checked, around 13.4, 13.5. 13,000. I mean, that's amazing, you guys. That is amazing growth. Thank you so much, Joey. Ask me any questions, you guys. There's not that many people in here. but I'll be happy to answer any questions you got. Can I ask you, did you take a course to learn YouTube? Wow, that is a great question. Joey, I didn't take a course. This is going to be a lag, probably my answer. But by the time you get the answer, I didn't take a course to learn YouTube. I had a number of different channels before in business, and then I had another expat type channel that I ended up losing. But I really sucked in making videos, Joey. It took me about 7 years to get better. I don't know if I'm that good now, but I do my best. I didn't take a course, but if you don't know, Joey, if you're interested, on the video descriptions, on most of my videos, I have a free something I give away, like free, telling you how to kind of make emotional videos. I give, like, I believe 7 pointers on that, and then I have an offering, um, where I can help people make videos, and I like to say emotionally, like emotional videos where people will feel something, because I feel like that's what God maybe gave me a gift for that. I don't know. That's just what people tell me. And so I do offer that for a very small fee. Um, but I didn't take a course, and that's why I want to help people. If they're interested in starting a YouTube channel, I will help people to write the scripts, to give them script ideas, tell them how to do that, how I do all that, how I write my scripts, and how I shoot my videos. Um, Thank you, Joey. Thank you very much, Joey. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you feel that my videos are captivating. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. I want people to feel something when they watch the video and to think about their own lives. Um, EB says, "What do you do for a living in the Philippines?" Well, EB, over the years, I've been a digital nomad, and I've worked for companies, American companies. And I went back and forth for a while as a nurse in America and sent back money. But what happened was, Caroline and I got together because I legally I could be a digital nomad here, even though I'm allowed to live here. I'm not a visitor anymore. I'm legally married, so I'm on a resident. I'm a permanent resident, I guess you could say, that type of visa. But I still can't really work, like Filipinos can, and I don't want to ask Filipinos ever to give me to give me money. So what I do is I have digital nomad. I do some things like that, and then Caroline, um, I've been a founder of a few businesses, and that Caroline does. She's a legal owner of the businesses, and I share in the video, like, she has a salon. I think in a video I talked about that. She has a beauty salon, and she's the owner of that. She runs that. She does a fantastic job with that. And then the other thing she owns in Gaisano here in San Carlos, she has a beauty supply, and I think I showed that in one of the videos. I might talk more about that. And the other business we do online, that's Caroline's the owner. I'm just the founder. I don't do any work with that. Is she employs virtual assistants, uh, virtual engineers, people that do different types of work that American companies might need. So we have a company that we serve that's a very big company, that we have a number of Filipinas, just Filipinos, I'll say, that do different tasks, like from virtual assistant, social media, to engineering, where they take care of engineers in the field, doing different types of tasks that this company needs. So Caroline's the big cheese with all that stuff. So I'm very proud of her accomplishments. When I first met her, she wasn't very confident. She's always been a shy person and kind of introverted, unless she knows you, unless maybe you're her friend or something like that. or you work with her in some way, and she's grown where she's learned how to run a business, how to handle money, how to deal with employees, how to lift up Filipinos in a kind way. This is just what I've noticed, and she does a great job with that, and I'm very proud of her. I learn a lot from her, the way she handles things, and for me, being a digital nomad, uh, I've trained for Americans like Americans and Filipinos making calls and doing real estate type of work. And I had to learn how to deal with Filipinos because it's very different than dealing with Americans. Americans are straightforward, as you probably know, and you can say things directly, whereas Filipinos, you have to be kind in dealing. You don't say things directly. You don't confront people ever. And I I've learned how to do that over the years, but Caroline is the one that usually deals with people with her business and such, and then I just learn from that. And in my videos, I always keep in mind I'm cognizant to how Filipinos go about doing things that I've learned over the years. But I can never really know deeply. Uh, I can just observe how I see Filipinos thinking and approaching work and relationships and their bocados, how Filipinos deal with that. And so I humbly learn, and I approach it a lot of prayer and a lot of letting Caroline handle a lot, and then I observe and learn because I never want to hurt someone by my tongue. So anyway, that's a long answer. So what I do for a living is digital nomad, and the YouTube channel, and Caroline's businesses supports us very well, and that's kind of how it goes. But I'm always open to collaborations and whatever. Start a game, it says. Oh, new subscriber, Arn. Thank you, Arn, for subscribing. Um, so anyway, and Bayani Dara also subscribed. Thank you so much for you subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. Um, so anyway, what I was saying is I want to approach things through God, and um, how I moved. Like I try to listen the best I can to the not my ego, but to the voice that God puts inside me. So maybe discerning to that voice. And in my prayer, I will say that I will always follow God and that energy, that I'll always be open and receptive to that and not be led astray. And before I go to sleep, I say those prayers when I wake up, and that I wish that all people can also experience God's love in that way. So we all get blessings by, what God gives us, but sometimes we don't recognize our blessings, or we're not aware of them, or if we are, sometimes we're not grateful for them. And I'm very grateful for the gift of YouTube, because we've grown so fast, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the community. Without the community, I will never have this channel and have this growth. So Joey, maybe you can help me with script writing for my brand on YouTube. I'm always trying to get new ideas to draw an audience that may want to try my product. Joey, I don't think people are aware, but maybe I'll talk about it in my next video. If you let me see if I can just drop it in here, just so you can see some of my offerings, Joey, and because I can definitely help you with that. I want to help you with that. I'm very much wanting to do that. I want to lift people up in the way that it took me so many years to learn how to write the scripts um, for my brand and how to do it without um, doing things in kind of a way that other people do it. Just discovering myself, and that's what I feel like I can really help people with. Let me just real quick. Let me find the best way here to drop that link in here because I have a free offering for you. You can just get the information. You don't have to leave me anything. And then if you're interested, you can subscribe to the offering I have, and I can help you. It says with the video, but I will help you with script writing. I will help you with everything for that same pricing, and it's a one-time fee. Um, Give me 1 minute here to give you that link. There it is. I already found it. Okay, let me drop it in the chat here for you. Okay. And I just pinned your message. All right. Thank you, Joey. I'm glad you got it. We got this lag here. And you guys, I'm sorry, it says start a game. I have to figure out how I just added this. Let me layout editor. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, I don't know. Layout. So anyway, I'll have to figure this out another time, you guys. So you guys ask me anything, any questions, or tell me about yourself. I would love to know. Where did I decide I wanted to raise? When did you decide you wanted to raise your family in the Philippines? Well, Joey, I'm going to tell you, and then I'll write in here since we have a lag. So when I came to the Philippines from America, I came for MMA, but I kind of, as I was here right away, I knew I wanted to meet someone if it was happen, if it was God's will, And so I knew I wanted to raise a family here right away. When I was in America, I knew I didn't want to raise, like, I didn't want to raise a family. I didn't want to be married again. I was married once in the America many, many years ago. And I got divorced many, many years ago. Um, I got divorced, I don't know, maybe 18 years ago, something like that. Um, but I knew I didn't want to be married in America, and it wasn't for me. And I knew when I was searching different countries, I traveled to Mexico and a few other islands, but I really was set on the Philippines because of family, kind of right away. If I met someone, my after my first year here, I met Caroline, and then I knew when I met her, and we started talking, and we just hit it off. And when I got sick right away after I met her, probably within the first 3 months. She took care of me, and we kind of fell in love from all of that. Just, I didn't have anything to offer her. I kind of lost everything at that time, and she wanted to be with me, and she took care of me. So I knew. And then we started a family. Caroline has had a daughter, and I met her. I knew about her daughter, Chloe. I believe she was 2 years old. And then I met her when she was three. And now Chloe's birthday is tomorrow. And I believe she's going to be 16, 16 years old. So, yeah, she's my daughter. I've raised her since she was little. She calls me Pops. And we have four kids, including Chloe. And Chloe is treated just like any of our other children. I just see her as my child. And we kind of grew to that after a number of years, because she's like her mom, very introverted and very shy. But we grew to that through trust, both ways with that. So let me. Okay, so I answered Joey's question, and we have four viewers here, which is great. I'm happy doing just starting these live streams, and we'll see where it goes. So we'll stay on for just a little bit longer. If you guys ask me questions or tell me about yourselves. Joey, where do you live? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, wow, you're from Connecticut in America. That's wonderful, Joey. How is it there in Connecticut? How do you like life there? Are you an American born and raised, or are you a overseas worker? Your name looks like you might be an Irish descendant. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm just getting my link real quick, Joey, and I'll be right with you. I'm just going to give you my Facebook here. Yeah, I moved from the Philippines. I moved my family to the Philippines last month. Wow. Wow. I'm second child. I'm one child, second on the way. My Filipino wife wants the second child here. Wow. Born in the Philippines for 1 month now. So you're in the Philippines now? Are you are you residing here now? You have another child on the way, so that's amazing. Congratulations. That is awesome, man. American born, half Irish. Yeah, I'm living here now in Cebu. Wonderful. I want to read back on your messages here. I moved from Connecticut. I'm one child, second on the way. My Philip wants to have a second child here. Yeah. Oh, Magnolia. So, Magnolia. Wow, were you on the live chat yesterday? Well, that is awesome, man. Maybe we got to meet up, brother. That's awesome. It sounds like you have your hands full right now. I hope you will, I don't know, Joey, what you feel about America and I don't know, I'm just going to say it straight. I don't have anything against America at all. I love America, but I'm happy to be here in the Philippines. And what drove me out of America wasn't it was the wokeness, and I saw it coming. I saw it, and then in 2009, it was really starting to grow, and I didn't like it because it affected all areas of my life, be it work, before at college, of course, but at my work life. Um, so I just decided to come here, even though I love America. I didn't want to raise a family there. Yeah, it's lonely there. Yeah. Joey? What did you experience in America? Let me see if I can. What did you experience when you say it was lonely? Were you not dating? Were you just kind of doing your own thing there? Did you have family in America? Sorry, I'm asking you so many questions. Are you older than 40? So you guys, we have a lag in this video, so we're kind of chatting. This has turned into a chat. So ask away. We'll be here for maybe another 20 minutes, and then we'll call it a day. I think people have to grab lunch. Let me go to my, I can't type fast on my phone. I got some questions there. Uh, Let me look here. Oh, goes to the past. I can't type quickly on my phone. Yeah, me too. EB, let me try to answer you there. EB, I'm a PT. I'm in Texas. I'm Filipino, 46 years old. I'm planning to go back to the Philippines. Wow, EB, that's awesome. Are you working? Are you working as a PT in a hospital? And how long have you been in America? Okay, I'm going to go to the computer. Can't type fast. So, Joey, you're 41. You had your first son and my Filipino wife. You guys lived in the America, so you're young. That's awesome. So, you guys been married for a while, I guess. But we're always worried about money there, and our U.S. family just doing their own thing, and our son's very lonely. Yeah, yeah, it's different in America because everybody's busy. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know if you told me how old your son is. How old is your son, Joey? Goes to the past. Yes, I do have I have one child in America. She's an adult. She's in her 20s and she was here. She came with me to the Philippines for a number of years. She went to school here. She learned Bisaya. She can speak Bisaya. She's very fluent. And she decided to go back when she went to college. So she went back to America when she's in college. So she experienced here for many years. But she wanted to go back and then she wanted to see her mom, be with her mom. Her mom and me are in good terms. Um, and so I was able to bring her to the Philippines with me, and she stayed with me um, until she came when she was, I believe, 11 or 12 years old, and went back when she was seven, I think 18 years old. to go back to college, and she's working on her second degree there, and she's working full time. She's doing well. Her name is Tenzing. Wow, wonderful, Joey. I hope you guys will stay here. I hope you. Um, how are you? How are you? Are you able to work here online, Joey? Do you have? Are you doing digital nomad, or are you gonna need to travel back? Do you have passive income? I'm just very curious. I'm very happy for you that you're raising your 3-year-old child here. You guys have been here, I think just a month, right? Back here. Yeah, there's no help. Yeah, I understand. U.S. is very different. Really, Joey, what I've learned, I've been here over 15 years now, and I'm no expert at all. But what I've learned is that I learned that America, we have different views on child rearing and time and what love really is, what deep love is. I didn't really know what deep love was till I came here. And the things that I used to think I sacrificed to do for people I cared for weren't really sacrifices compared to what I see in the Philippines. And I know you understand that. Um, so yeah, wonderful. You have a Facebook business. Wonderful. Really, that's so smart. I wish I knew how to do that. That is really good. And I'm glad. I think it's very challenging business. You must really know what you're doing because the people that are successful with the FBA business um, have to really know what they're doing. So, oh, we got another subscriber. Let me see if I can figure out who that is. Yeah, that's great, Joey. I'm happy for you. Yeah, I bet your wife is very happy with being in the Philippines. Gonna have another child and have a baby and have people around that will help, that are happy to help, that are so happy to see her pregnant, and they'll be here for you guys. So are you gonna stay here for the long term then, Joey? Are you guys are you guys gonna do you guys have a house plans on that, or are you guys not sure yet? You're still talking about what you're gonna do. Your wife must be I mean, she's very different to want to stay here after being in America. She wants to stay here for most Filipinas that I know want to go to America, want to stay there. My wife wants to stay here, doesn't want to go to America. Always has been like that. But most of her friends think she's different. They said you should go back. But I'm glad she wants to stay here too. And Joey, you can develop your YouTube channel. I hope you'll want to do that besides your Facebook. I mean, besides your Amazon, which is a wonderful business. You can have more passive income too, doing a YouTube channel as you grow it. It's a wonderful thing because you can really give your heart to that. Maybe we can collab, Joey. Maybe we can collab and we can help each other out. Like, um, just tell me what you want to do with your channel. We can collab with that, and I want to help you grow that the best I can. But I'm no expert, just the things I've learned. I can really steer you in the right direction with script writing, with adding certain things to your video in certain ways. Um, the ways that you want to do it, not the way I want to do it, but the way you want to do it. I can help anybody with their channel in their way, connecting with their audience. So we're here for 1 to 1.5 years at least, but we're thinking longer term. Great, Joey. You really have your head on straight for your age, I'll tell you. Yeah, Joey, let's collaborate. Look for my Facebook link and just add me there. I would just add me there right away. Um, and just let me know if you can do that. And I will open up my Facebook actually right now and just look for your, just if you want to, if you have time. Um, is that you, Joseph O'Connell? It says you followed me. That must be you. Let me message you. I just messaged you, Joey, on, I don't know if you can see it. The light's kind of shining right there. Yeah, I just messaged you. I just messaged you. So I hope it's okay if I call you Joey. I'm glad to meet you. My son is 3 years old. My wife feels better being here because there's second parents, no help for us. I can work anywhere in the world. We're here for one. Really good. Sure would love to collaborate. Okay, I'll add you on Facebook. Just send you a friend. Okay, great. I see your message coming. Awesome, man.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps.
All right, so I can see me on my live here. Okay, cool. Bye, everyone. I'll see you next week. God bless you and your families. Thank you so much.